Gurusingha off the mark. Forced to open the innings in the absence of Roshan Mahanama. Manoj Prabhakar is the danger. Well struck. On the offside, past Rajesh Chauhan. But the outfield extremely slow. Good bit of fielding there. Kapil Dev over pitching and very firmly struck on the offside square. And that's 4 very good runs to Chandika Hatrusingha. Played upishly, he's gone. Rajesh Chauhan, the fielder. And Sri Lanka lose their first wicket with the total at 27 in the 8th over. Gurusingha going for the off drive, played it upishly, and a very well anticipated catch by Rajesh Chauhan. Expensive and erratic. But Javagal Srinath coming into the attack as first change. The ball placed past Mohammad Azharuddin. Over. A well struck onto his pads and very firmly hit indeed. That's good batting by Hashan Tilakaratna during the early stages. Edges it upishly, safely into the gap. And another safe collection by Navjot Sidhu on the boundary. And the Indians were fielding on 16.4 overs. Wrapped on the bat, he's gone. No mistake about that. Hashan Tilakaratna, the batsman, out. Took a lot of time. He was out for 23. Full toss. Well played. That's not the best of efforts. 4 runs. He's gone. Very good recovery by the bowler. And Chandika Hatrusingha departs. A lot depends on him. Here's Kumble, the 6th bowler for India. That's where Arjuna scores most of his runs in one-day cricket. 8 minutes of batting. Well struck, but straight to the fielder. He's gone. Mohammad Azharuddin has a safe pair of hands. De Silva disappointed. And this was a very good breakthrough by Kapil Dev. Had a hand in both dismissals in consecutive overs of his. Rantunga neatly turned off. Misfielded. Kamli would regret it. Rantunga also a very quick move. Made room. Didn't quite hit it where he intended. Rantunga has to hurry. He makes it. Well struck. That was short. A long chase there for the fielder. He won't make it. Oh, played an ambitious stroke. It's 5 for 142 in the 41st over. It was a good partnership between the captain and Sanat Jayasuriya. 33 run keeper. Direct hit. He's got. It's 6 for 158 in the 44th over. Ranatunga looked and called for that single. And look at that. Fine throw. Mohammad Azharuddin dead on target. Srinath dropping it short. Beautifully played by Arjuna Ranatunga. And an equally good effort from the Indians' sweeper cover. Prabhakar in. Ranatunga in full cry. Leading the onslaught from the front. Beats the fielder. 4 runs. Kumble. Okay, well struck once more. Made room for himself. That will be 4 runs on the offside. Fine stroke from Arjuna Ranatunga. Chance is there. Well struck. That's his 21st one-day half century. And the first goes for the big hit. He didn't make it quite. Comfortably taken in the end by Sachin Tendulkar. Arjun Ranatunga departs. Every run matters at this stage. And after Sri Lanka really struggled in the midway through, this is 4 runs. And Ranatunga and Jayasuriya also steadying the innings. And Ranatunga's run-a ball half century in 78 minutes, including 2 boundaries, was crucial. 23 extras conceded by India, 10 of them by Kapil Dev, who was erratic, although in the second spell he bowled much more tighter. But Sri Lanka's batting really coming into telling effect, and Kalpage's contribution also crucial. 6 bowlers tried by the Indian captain, and although Prabhakar had 2 wickets and was supported by Chauhan, who had 2, the others really did not impress, running between the wickets. Wickramasinghe has the breakthrough. Navjot Singh departs, but Sri Lanka striking win the second over of the innings, and Pramodia's first. Played it away from his body into the hands of the lone slip Hashan Tilakaratne, and he is one of Sri Lanka's most dependable fielders. Absolute jubilation. Sri Lanka. Well struck by Manoj Prabhakar. He's in fine touch. That was a cracking cover drive, and that brings him the first boundary. Wrapped on the pad, he's gone. Pramod Wickramasinghe absolutely elated. Kept that ball in line with the stumps. Forced calmly onto the back foot. Mohammad Azharuddin took a gamble, came in ahead of Sachin Tendulkar. He has taken 2 centuries of Sri Lanka in one-day cricket. Well struck, very firmly played, and this is good cricket. Azharuddin should have been cut off. 2 fielders failing to get to that ball. Asanka Gurusinghe finally gets there. Over in 60 minutes of batting. Gurusinghe, first change, slower delivery, dropped it short, and Azharuddin scores his second boundary. Muralidharan, oh, he dropped it. Came a long way to get his hands to it, and he dropped it. Prabhakar, a life there for him. Excellent effort by the bowler. Well, that was very firmly struck over the top on the onside. 4 runs, vacant mid-wicket region. Well, Azharuddin down the track, hoisting that one over. That went a long way, and that's 6. 6 runs of Muralidharan's 6th over. Again down the track. Similar stroke to the very next delivery, and it was 6 once more. 15 runs coming off that Muralidharan over. Ruan Kalpage introduced into the attack. The 50 partnership between the 2 batsmen coming up in 55 minutes of 12.5 overs. Position, Manoj Prabhakar's 4th one-day half century, playing in his 93rd match. Again, wide of the fielder, 4 more. Prabhakar batting with a lot of assurance. That was his 4th boundary. India's 100 coming in the 26th over of 103 minutes of batting. Azharuddin quietly turns it over, and that's his 2nd half century at the Kettarama in successive matches, and his 21st in one-day cricket, playing in his 156th match. Well played, Mohammad Azharuddin. Sanath Jayasuriya introduced into the attack. Lofted on the offside. Fine shot from Manoj Prabhakar. Dropped it straight into his hands, and that's the second life for Manoj Prabhakar. Pramod Wickramasinghe should not give any excuses. Azharuddin goes over the top. He scored at mid-on by Asanka Gurusinghe. That was just after the second water break, with India on 152 and it's 3 for 152 in the 36th over. Pramod Wickremesinghe's 8th over. So the Indian vice captain coming in. Straight away off the mark with a fluent on drive. Delightful stroke player. The 150 of the innings coming in 141 minutes of batting in the 35th over. Sanath Jayasuriya to Manoj Prabhakar. Down the track, plays it uppishly. Taken well by Ruan Kalpage at cover. So it's 4 for 175. Prabhakar, fine knock, 172 minutes. And he hit 4 boundaries, facing up to 126 balls. Jayasuriya's 8th over, his return. Bowled him, Praveen Amre gone. That ball turned a long way. It's 5 for 178, a rich reward for the bowler. First forward, then back, trying to play it through vacant slip. That's the third time Praveen Amre was out in that fashion. The new batsman in. Wrapped on the pad. He's gone without scoring. 6 for 179 in the 44th over. He was not pleased, but there was no doubt about that decision. Wrapped from in front, and Jayasuriya striking well. Vijay Yadav, the new batsman. He's the wicket keeper. Bowled him. Played across the line. 7 for 180. Yadav down the track. It was too early for him to do something special. Hitting leg stump. The feeling was absolutely fabulous at this stage. Neatly played. Oh, a wild throw from the Sri Lankan captain. Really, there shouldn't have been any run. And finally India made 2. Tendulkar turns him. He wants to get the strike. The throw comes in. He's gone. Sachin Tendulkar is out. 8 for 189 in the 46th over. And a superb effort from Chandika Hathurusinghe. He had almost everything right with that one. A perfect collection and a beautiful return right into the gloves of Romesh Kaluwitharana, with Sachin Tendulkar desperately lunging to make ground, but well short of it. Very good decision. Rajesh Chauhan, the new batsman, but Kumble taking strike. Drives on the offside. The field was packed on the on. Hashan Tilakaratne, the fielder, a couple to Anil Kumble. The crowd really brought to their feet at this stage. Full toss. He's gone. Rajesh Chauhan is out. And India in deep trouble. 2 wickets in 16 balls. Ruan Kalpage in his 6th over. Firmly struck, but Kalpage had it all well covered. And here he is in the final over. Wrapped on the pad. It's all over. Aravinda De Silva strikes. 4 balls remaining, and Sri Lanka have made it by 8 runs. They richly deserved it. Kept that ball in line with the stumps, and although a lot of people would have questioned umpire Pathirana's decision to give the batsman out, nobody would have questioned Sri Lanka's right to win this match. Excellent recovery. Got the last 8 Indian wickets for 44 runs in 14 overs of 64 minutes of batting. Azharuddin completed 4,000 runs, involved in a 3rd wicket stand, which is the highest for India in one-day matches against Sri Lanka for any wicket. And 3 batsmen failed to score, 4 others failed to get into double figures, and Sri Lanka conceded very few extra. The story. Inspired spell from Pramod Wickremesinghe, the highest wicket taker, but the spinners did the rest, bowled well within themselves, and bowled Sri Lanka to victory. A fine win for Sri Lanka at the Ketharama Stadium to square the one-day series 1-all. Siddharth Vettamuni, the adjudicator, named Manoj Prabhakar man of the match, and he received the award from the Honourable Minister of Information and Broadcasting. And the winner's cheque to Arjuna Rantunga, himself top scorer in the Sri Lankan innings, to be collected by the chief guest the Honorable Minister of Housing and Construction live at the Ketarama Stadium.